How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Where are you from?
Germany.
Germany. Okay, do you play football?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Welcome to Mandela House.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to take you around the house, show you everything that Mr. Mandela received, but I'll first give you the history of Mr. Mandela. Mr. Mandela was born in 1918, you know this. 18 July in a small village called Vezo, but he grew up in Unu. He came to Johannesburg in 1941, running away from an arranged marriage as he was supposed to be a chief. This house, ladies, was built in 1945, and Mr. Mandela moved into it in 1946 with his first wife, Evelyn, and their first son, Madiba Tembegile. Madiba Tembegile passed on in a car accident at the age of 23 in 1969. Then in 1947, Mandela had a daughter named her Makaziwe. Makaziwe meaning let her be known. She was born sick and passed on at the age of 9 months. Then in 1950, Mandela had another son, Makhato. Makhato was a lawyer just like his father. He died of HIV and AIDS in 2005 at the age of 55. Come closer. In 1951, Mr. Mandela had a daughter named Saint's daughter. 1951, Mandela became the president of the ANC Youth League, chosen by the masses because he was actively participating in politics, and then they loved him and made him their leader. 54, Mandela had another daughter, named her Makaziwe again, in honor of the first one that passed on at the age of 9 months. The current Makaziwe earned herself a PhD in anthropology from the University of Massachusetts, married to a professor from Ghana and staying in America. 53, Mandela and the late Oliver Tambo. Are you from the OR International Airport?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, that airport is named after Mr. Mandela's friend. That is Oliver Reginald Tambo. They were lawyers. They operated a law firm. In their law firm, they were providing free or low-cost legal counsel to most blacks who lacked attorney representation. It was eventually closed down by the apartheid government in 1960. And because back then, as a black person, you're not supposed to own anything big, they were arrested for practicing as lawyers. 56, Mandela separated with his first wife, Evelyn. 57, they officially divorced. The very same year, Mr. Mandela met his second wife, Winnie, and they got married in 58. 59, they had a daughter, Zenani. 60, another daughter, Zinzeswa. So between 58 and 60, Mr. Mandela and Winnie Madikizela Mandela had no chance at all to watch television. They were very busy, and this is their product. Right, 1961. Can you imagine Mandela calling Winnie, Winnie, over here? And Winnie like, what now? What now, Mandela? And Mandela says, come to my bedroom. And then Winnie, okay. And then they make these two. 1961. Mr. Mandela became the leader of the ANC's armed wing, Mkondo Wesizwe, translated Spear of the Nation, and also abbreviated MK. He went to Algeria, Tanzania, Tunisia, Ethiopia, and Nigeria to train as a soldier. And when he was coming back, he was supposed to give a report to the president of the ANC, Mr. Albert Luthuli. He went to Tuli's house, submitted the report, and when he wanted to come back to Orlando West, he was arrested in Pietermaritzburg in a small town called Howick, sentenced to 3 years, 1 for going out of the country illegally, 2 for organizing strikes, and 3 for banning his pass. Soweto, what does Soweto stand for? What's the meaning of Soweto? Okay. All right. Initially, Soweto used to be called the shanty towns because of a number of shacks that people used to live in up until 1963, where the name Soweto was officially adopted because this area is found on the southwest part of Johannesburg. That is why the acronym Soweto stands for Southwestern Townships. Right. 1964, Mandela was sentenced to life imprisonment, spent 27 years of his life in jail, came out in 1990, the 11th of February. When he came out, he moved into his house, stayed only for 11 days. The reason was that it was overcrowded, the media was always wanting interviews, and then he decided to leave the house because there was no peace. 77 years South Africa, we had what we call the Soweto Uprising, or the June 16th, in which students were protesting against the introduction of Afrikaans as a medium of instruction in local schools. More than 200 kids died on that day. That is why today we have a national holiday called Youth Day. We honor and remember all those who died in the struggle against value education and apartheid. 1967 when he was banished